Locke's goal-setting theory of motivation, presented by J. Nembhard, Sasha Badhal Subhan, Shazzel Samuel, and Tia Williams. Goal-setting theory is summarized regarding the effectiveness of specific, difficult goals. The relationship of goals to effect, the mediators of goal effects, the relation of goals to self-efficacy, the moderators of goal effects, and the generality of goal effects across people, tasks, countries, time spans, experimental designs, goal sources, i.e., self-set, set jointly with others, or assigned, and dependent variables. Recent studies concerned with goal choice and the factors that influence it, the function of learned goals, the effect of goal framing, goals and effect, well-being, group goal setting, goals and traits, macro-level goal setting, and conscious versus subconscious goals are described. Suggestions are given for future research. Locke and Latham, 2006. Introduction. In the late 1960s, Edwin Locke and Gary Latham conducted research into setting goals. This resulted in the goal-setting theory, which shows how goals and feedback can be highly motivating factors. Researcher Edwin Locke found that individuals who set specific, difficult goals perform better than those who set general, easy goals. Locke's goal-setting theory was created based on 5 principles: clarity, challenge, commitment, feedback, and task complexity. In this video, we will discuss these principles and effectiveness of Locke's goal-setting theory of motivation based on a web research conducted as a team. Clarity. To strive to achieve goals, they must be clear. When a goal is clear, it is easy to understand exactly what you need to achieve. Imprecise goals make it difficult for people to understand. This in turn makes them less motivating. How to set clear goals. The use of the SMART, SMART principle helps when setting clear goals. Specific, well-defined, clear and distinct. Measurable, provide a way to evaluate. A goal must have a basis for measuring progress. This way you can determine if progress is being made. Attainable, goals that are possible to accomplish and achieve. Relevant, ensure that the goal is important to you and will make an impact on achieving your larger objective. Timely, there is a specific deadline by which to complete the goal. If there is no timeline, then the goal will have no sense of urgency, therefore less motivation to achieve the goal. Challenge, goals need to be challenging to be motivating. If a goal is simple, it will not become a challenge and may actually be demotivating. We need to believe that achieving our goals will feel like a genuine achievement. According to Locke, quote, human beings possess a higher form of consciousness, the capacity to reason. They have the power to conceptualize goals and set long-range purposes, end quote, Locke, 1969. How to set challenging goals. Write it down, inspect your goal and determine whether it is challenging enough to spark interest. Consider situations that may affect your progress and develop a plan on how you're going to deal with it. Plan ahead. Commitment. Edwin Locke's goal-setting theory argues that for goal setting to be successful with desired outcomes, they must contain specific points. Lunenburg and Samaras, 2011. Like commitment. Set quality goals and put all your effort into meeting this goal. Work hard and be consistent. Share your goal with someone else in order to increase your accountability to that goal. You must be able to accept the sacrifices required for you to achieve that goal. As Locke argues, goals are, quote, immediate regulators of behavior, end quote. Latham, Genoda, and Locke, 2011. And they provide a self with a vision for the future and a clear direction to strive towards a specific objective. Feedback. In addition to selecting the right goal, you must also listen to feedback to determine whether you're doing it right. This allows you to adjust the goal and your approach to achieve it. Framing mistakes and negative feedback with statements such as, errors are a natural part of the learning process, and the more errors you make, the more you learn, Heslin, Carson, and Van Wall, 2008, are beneficial. You must listen to feedback to check whether you're heading in the right direction. Talk about whether the goal is attainable or not. If necessary, adjust the goal or approach to achieve the goal. Feedback can be from yourself and others. Feedback doesn't necessarily have to come from others. It can come from within. Complexity. If a task is complex, it must be reassessed in order to become achievable. Simply saying get on with the task may not be enough for the objective to be completed. A clear path to goal accomplishment must be made. This could mean subdividing the assignment into smaller tasks or sub-goals. It may mean increasing the allotted time for the task to be accomplished. It could also mean that the person to whom the task has been assigned doesn't have the competency to accomplish it. If the individual doesn't have the ability, knowledge, or skill, not only will motivation be lacking, but it can also be demotivating. Training and support should be provided to help in the fulfilling of the task. Conclusion. Study claims that goals also provide many people a sense of purpose, as well as a drive to live as actively as possible until their death. This proves especially true in the context of illness. In summary, clarity, goals need to be specific. Challenging, goals must be difficult yet attainable. Goals must be accepted. Feedback must be provided on goal attainment. Goals are more effective when they are used to evaluate the performance. Deadlines improve the effectiveness of goals. A learning goal orientation leads to higher performance than a performance goal orientation. Group goal setting is as important as individual goal setting.